talked about it in my last vlog, but lately what I've been doing for my protein coffee is I will brew a whole pod of the Gran Lungo Inizio. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I'll only pour half and then I'll put the other half in the fridge, and then I just pour it over some of a vanilla core power protein shake, and it is just delicious. We are approaching that time of year where my AC will just be consistently on because it's so hot. I think it's gonna get up to like 96 or something today. So just forewarning, this AC noise is going to be inevitable and I'm very sorry. Anyway, happy Monday. I hope you guys are off to a good start this week or weekend or day whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, hey, I'm Payton. I'm 25 and I film 9 to 5 lifestyle content. I do a lot of work week in my life, weekend in my life, productivity vlogs. If any of that sounds mildly interesting to you, go ahead and click that subscribe button. That would mean so much to me. I'm really excited because I think I've decided I'm going to do a vlog week this week. So it'll be like a little more in real time. Basically what I think I'm going to do is just like vlog every day and then post it the following day. I do have a video from this past weekend. So I don't know where I will sprinkle that in this week. Maybe it'll just be a bonus video. But maybe, actually, no, I lied. Maybe I'll post that Saturday and then I will just vlog Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you might get 2 videos on Saturday. That could be fun, right? Anyways, I don't really know what sparked this in me. I'm not even doing anything that like relatively exciting this week. It's just another week for me, but I thought it would be fun. And sometimes I just miss talking to you guys. So that is what we're gonna do today. I also figured I would be doing like some moving. I was gonna be doing some like moving stuff this week and prep, so thought that would be fun to share with you guys. But yeah, I'm excited. Welcome to the vlog. I'm still getting used to this wide angle lens that I bought. I think I talked about it. Actually, I haven't posted that vlog yet, but I bought a new wide angle lens, one that like tightens onto the camera instead of just an adhesive. My first wide angle lens was just an adhesive and it started falling off and it made me nervous. So I bought this one and it has, I think it's called a bayonet, and it's like something you like tighten on and then the other things screw in. I don't know, y'all probably don't care about that, but it's just like so weird getting used to like you being able to see so much more. It also makes me realize how cluttered my apartment looks right now in the midst of moving, but I'm not too worried about it because you know what, I'm moving and this is real life. But it's Monday morning. I think I said that already. It is almost 11. I have just been on my walking pad cranking out my weekly analysis. I do every week. My team has a meeting at noon on Mondays and we kind of share out our weekly analysis with the team and just talk about like any trends we're seeing, any issues we're seeing, kind of what happened. Usually if there's been like a sale or a promo or something, we'll talk about that. If you didn't know, I work in customer analytics for corporate retail, so that's what I'm talking about. I feel like lately there's been a lot of added steps to my weekly analysis, and it's not that I've been doing anything wrong. It's just like some of the stakeholders that use our data have wanted like a different view of it, so it just like adds a little to my analysis. It is a little annoying, but granted, I'm glad like stakeholders are engaged with our data. I feel like that's something my team sometimes struggles with, is like getting the right people engaged. So in a way, it's good that they're asking for more because that means they're actually using it. It just does make my Mondays a little long. I feel like it used to be like weekly analysis took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on the week, but now it definitely takes closer to 3. So like when I log on in the morning, I'm honestly working almost up until noon to get everything done. But honestly, that makes Mondays fly by pretty quickly. So in a way, it's nice. But I've got like 2 more things to look into, which will probably take me up to about like 15 minutes before the meeting. So I am gonna do that and I'll probably check back in with you guys at like lunchtime maybe. Also, some of you have commented about my walking pad and my whole like walking situation. I said it a couple of times, but I do try and walk more in the morning than in the afternoon. I do walk in the afternoon too, but I like to try and get my 10,000 steps in the morning, just like in one sitting. I definitely had to work myself up to that. Like, it wasn't like the first day I got my walking pad, I walked 10,000 steps in one sitting. It is definitely like a different kind of walking, in that like if you're on your desk, like you kind of need to get your body used to like typing while you're on your desk, or even like talking to somebody while you're walking at your desk. It did not happen overnight for me. I've had my walking pad for almost like 4 years now, so I am used to doing things like this. But if you get one, don't try and walk 10,000 steps in one sitting unless you're already used to doing that outside or something. But I do try and get 10K in the morning. Sometimes I'll split it up if I just like know I'm gonna have a busy day. Sometimes walking during a meeting helps. My company is pretty casual. Most meetings I could probably walk on and it's never a big deal. There are some I would probably need to be a little more professional, but for the most part my meetings are casual enough that like I can walk in any meeting. If I am walking in a meeting, I usually only walk at a speed of like 2 or 1.5. Otherwise I'll get out of breath like I am right now. If I'm not talking, I usually walk at like a speed of a 2.5 or a 3. But I've got about, I need like 800 more steps to hit 10,000. So gonna knock that out, gonna knock the rest of the weekly analysis out, and I will talk to you guys at lunch. Okay, it is time for lunch. I'm making a snack plate. I'm cutting up one of these cucumbers my dad gave me from my garden. I'm kind of in a weird headspace now. Nothing like went wrong. I'm not in trouble or anything, but I was just in my weekly meeting and I was saying something about there was like no significant movement and it was kind of hard to figure out like what was going on with my metrics. And somebody on the call was like, I don't know, they were basically like, just because it's not significant doesn't mean it doesn't matter. And I didn't say that. And it wasn't like a hostile comment. Like, they were just trying to be helpful and pointing out some stuff that maybe I skipped over. But I don't know, I feel weird about it. I feel like, I don't know, this is just one of those things that's gonna cause me to spiral, because like nothing's wrong. I'm not in trouble. I might have missed something this morning and it's not the end of the world if I did, but I just like kind of hate that somebody noticed it. And I think that just comes from like my perfectionism, but I just hate that somebody noticed it. But I'm glad they called me out on it, because now I'm gonna be like a little more vigilant. But I don't know, it just made me feel a little like, not great, but we can't all be great at our jobs all the time. That just like, I don't know, I don't know. Anyways, with those cucumbers, I'm eating some of this little feta dip situation. Just gonna put like a little spoonful. I'm gonna add some turkey to my snack plate. I'm gonna add some cheese to it too, just some smoked Gouda, and I might add a couple of chips. She might not be the prettiest, but she is really good. I took my lunch break and then Poppy and I went on a walk outside because it's not totally miserable yet. And I'm feeling much better. I think I knew I was working that scenario up in my head. Like, it's fine. I didn't do anything wrong. They were just pointing something out. And I'm glad they did, because it was something I overlooked. So like now I'll know to look for that in the future. I just sometimes when things like that happen and it like shocks me or surprises me, it just like takes me a while to like process it, if that makes sense. Like, it's not good or bad. It just like, it happened. Anyway, we're up to, it's 1:30 and I'm at over 12,000 steps. How great is that? I realized I didn't share with you guys, like 4 or 5 months ago, I got new like casual shoes, like just shoes to wear like running errands or like walking on the walking pad. They're separate from my running shoes. I only use my running shoes to run in because I don't want them to wear that quickly. But I got the New Balance Fresh Foam 1080s a couple months ago. I don't think I will ever get a different pair of shoes again. Like, these shoes are just incredible. Like, one, they're so light, but yet there's so much cushion. Like, I have never felt so comfortable in tennis shoes before, and I just love them. So if you didn't know, I ran a half marathon last year, and I ran my half marathon in the New Balance Fresh Foams, the V4, which is like the more version, so it's like an even fatter cushion. And then I saw they came out with the new 1080s. I think they came out like last year. They're not cheap. I think I want to say I paid like $160 for these, but they've like paid for themselves basically one time over, like at this point. Like they're just so good. They're so light. I want to wear these more than any other pair of tennis shoes I have. Honestly, I think you could run in them. I like my V4s, so I run in those, but you could totally run in these and it would be fine. I'm also so hesitant about getting white sneakers because like the minute there's a stain on them, like I need to clean them. I have washed them like 3 or 4 times and they wash so well, and they're not like wearing, they're not pilling. I don't feel like I'm doing any damage washing them, and they're so easy to wash too, which is big for me because if I'm gonna have white sneakers, they better be white all the time, you know? So just thought I'd share. I have always been like a New Balance girly. I'd say I'm like a New Balance, like I'm a loyal New Balance customer now when it comes to just like walking shoes and running shoes. Like I don't know if you could sway me in any direction except for New Balances. I love them so much. So I'll link these down below. These are the New Balance 1080s. I know they come out with new colorways pretty regularly, so I don't even know if the all white version is still there, but I walk/do errands in the 1080s and I run in the Fresh Foam V4 more. So I'll link both of those down below, and I'll tell you guys which one is like my walking pad shoe and which one is my running shoe. I've had a busy day. I had a really busy second half of the day, and it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it just turned out that way. After work, I went on a little run. I didn't run much. I ran like 2 miles. I'm still trying to like ease myself back into running. And then usually I would shower and then eat dinner, but honestly I was like so shaky after my run that I needed to eat. So I did dinner and then I just showered, and of course tonight was a hair wash night. So I thought I would talk you guys through my summer curly hair care routine. And to be honest, I just really try to keep it simple in the summer because it is so humid here. No matter what you do to your hair, it's gonna frizz, you're gonna sweat, and like it just is what it is. So I just try to do something that's like 1, effortless, 2, gonna hydrate my hair, and 3, it's easy to refresh. So I give up on the idea of perfect curls in the summer. Like it's just not realistic for summer in Memphis, and half of the time my hair ends up in a bun anyways. But I need something that's like not gonna get my hair tangly, that's just gonna kind of be like embracing the waves, and that's gonna be really easy to refresh since I'm always sweating or working out or something. Simple routine involves 3 products. That's it. That's all I'm using. First product is the Way Leave-In Conditioner. I use this year round because I just love when a product does more than one thing. And this like hydrates because it's conditioner, it's got some anti-frizz in it, and it also has a heat protectant in it, which is great. So it's like 3 in 1. Comb that through your hair. Next thing I like to do before I go in with the mousse or gel, I do not mess with brush styling. I'm too lazy to do something like that, but what I do like to do is make sure brush my hair off the scalp. So notice I'm like not going down, I'm literally brushing out just to make sure the roots are like kind of off my scalp, and I just can tell that that helps a lot with just helps with volume. I have a lot of hair and it gets weighed down very easily, so I've noticed that helps. Next thing, once again, super simple. I'm going in with my favorite mousse. I've been using this one for like 6 months. I love it. With my short hair, I do like 1.5 pumps per side, and then I literally just comb it in. I don't mess with any of this finger coiling or praying hands or anything. I just comb it in and make sure I do a little bit on the scalp, but mostly I focus on like ears down, but I will put like a little in my roots. Now that all of that I cannot speak. Now that all of the mousse is in, I'm just gonna go ahead and scrunch a little before I put the gel in. Gonna go in with the teeniest, tiniest bit of gel. Like I literally use that much for each side. So just spread it in my hands. Also, look at how quickly this gel spreads. I'm using the Pattern curl gel as well. And this, I'm just kind of glazing over my hair. I'm not combing, I'm just glazing and then I'm scrunching. I don't let this get towards the top of my hair. This is strictly like mid-shaft down. I do not let this get in my roots. Once I've got all the products in my hair, I plop my hair in a t-shirt for like 15-20 minutes. Honestly, like I'm not really strict on the time, it's just however long I'm feeling, so I'm gonna go plop. Okay, my hair is plopped. Now I'm just gonna walk around the apartment like this for 15-20 minutes, and then I will come back and show you guys my final 2 steps for my wash day curly hair routine. Yeah. I plopped my hair for like 15 minutes. Now I am back. I just took it out and scrunched it up a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is put this clip in and just let it sit and give my roots a little lift. I like to put it this way, like horizontally, and just kind of comb through the front and then pull up a little. I usually let it sit like this for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. Usually whenever I'm doing something else, in this case, it's gonna be editing this video, I'll let it sit, and then right before I go to bed, I will probably wrap it in my heatless curls, but I'm not gonna be able to show you that tonight because I really need to start editing this if I'm gonna go to bed at a reasonable time tonight. So I will show you that tomorrow, but just gonna let this sit for a little bit while I edit, and then I'm gonna head to bed. So I think that wraps up vlog week day 1. Just your typical Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely subscribe and come back for vlog week day 2 tomorrow. Bye guys.